Hello everyone, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts. If you have been drawn to this video, this reading, we'll be focusing on soul lovers and separation. So this is for those of you who are in no contact and have not interacted in any way, shape, or form, either recently or maybe it's been a while. So these are the decks that I'll be focusing on. General advice as always, so please keep that in mind throughout the reading and only take the bits and parts of it that resonate for you. All right guys, let's get into it. Hello Gemini. All right guys, let's go ahead and grab some insight for you when it comes to you and the person that you are in separation from. So I'll be starting off with the Love Journey deck by Bridget of Divine Essentials. Grab a couple cards from here, and then we'll go ahead and find out what your person wants to say to you. I'll be pulling a couple cards from the Soul Lovers and Separation deck. That one's by Angelic Revelation 144. So let's get started. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. What's the vibe? What do you need to know when it comes to this connection? This person that's not with you. Look at this. I promise I love you. So you guys could have certainly shared that with each other, that you do love each other, but there could also be promises that were made at the time that you guys were together. Some of those promises could have been broken, perhaps. But it could also be very healing to see this if you, of course, still have love for this person. Still holding on to the love. Let's grab another card for Gemini. You're my wish come true. How beautiful. All right. And maybe, you know, that's how you feel about them too. That you wished to manifest somebody like this and it came forward for you. But something clearly happened to separate the two of you. Regardless of the separation, it seems that they still have so much love in their heart for you. I feel you have been drawn to this reading because you still have love in your heart for them. So let's grab some words, what it is that they would like to share. All right, here we go. For Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. All right, so first card. I took an oath with God and you to stand by your side for eternity. I made a promise to find you in every lifetime and to take your hand in eternal spiritual marriage. Our union is sacred and divine. First and foremost, this could be acknowledging, again, take it if it makes sense, if you were married to this person, but you guys are in separation. You guys could have had past lifetimes together. Could have been an instant attraction when you met in this lifetime. In a past lifetime, you guys could have been married to each other. But we have the reference to the spiritual marriage, you know, still feeling so connected despite the distance and time apart in the 3D. And I love how it says, I took an oath, and, you know, the promise that they made, they stand by that. And no matter where life takes you both, you know, it is coming through as the love that they have will be here forever. No matter how many lifetimes, right? You could feel the same way. So let's grab one more card here, Gemini, and it flew right out. So it says, you are the owner of my heart, my feelings, my soul, and my body. I belong to you. We are one. I love you. And again, maybe you've been drawn to this reading because you feel the same way about this person. But I find it so interesting that in the few cards that have been drawn, it literally says, I love you. And so that could be a mutual feeling between the two of you. Okay, so let's tap into the 5D and grab some additional messages for you, Gemini. You don't, of course, have to identify with each card unless you do, but I will be pulling 3 cards from the 5D Love Messages deck by Calico Moon, and then I'll clarify with the Pining Rose Tarot by Calico Moon as well. Angels and spirit guides, please. What do we need to know? Sorry for the squeaky chair in the background. That's my daughter. Whew, need some WD-40. All right, here we go. So 5D messages, Gemini, from your person. And you, again, could feel the same way. All right, first message. You've never left my heart. So that makes sense for me that you're still very much a part of their heart. They are telling you through this reading, you know, you're my wish come true. I love you. The sacred and divine connection that the two of you share. All right, let's grab another card here for Gemini. Your silence makes me wonder about you. So, I mean, obviously it's coming through for those who are not together and in no contact. So they wonder, you know, what has life been like for you since you're not in a relationship at the moment, in the 3D anyway. But in the 5D, I feel you still connect. Let's grab another card for Gemini. Things just got too heavy for me, okay? So maybe they weren't ready to take things to the next level. Maybe they had commitment issues, whatever the case might have been, that resulted in a separation between the two of you. But I feel this person has had a lot of time to think about what it is that they want to manifest in this partnership. And they're still very much invested in where things could go between the two of you. So let's go ahead and grab some tarot cards here and see what else we can find out for you. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini. Soul lovers and separation. This person still loves you. I feel you still love them, which is probably why you have been drawn to this reading. All right, so here we go. Let's find out. All right, so Seven of Cups, but came towards me in the reverse. That is how I am going to interpret this card. So Seven of Cups in the reverse represents an illusion. It's like confusion, that lack of purpose. You know, maybe they didn't know what they wanted. That could have resulted in the breakup, or maybe even a tower moment between the two of you. It could have been that the relationship falling apart might have given them the clarity that they needed in order to clear that confusion. So they might have had clarity since. All right, let's see what else here. And, you know, just having you, or just it's an absence, this emptiness I feel that they're feeling because you're not there. Especially if they felt that you were certainly a part of their purpose in life. All right, let's see what else. For Gemini. They could have also entertained other options back then, but now realizing that that wasn't the right thing to do. We've got the Eight of Wands, representing fast movement, back and forth communication, rapid change. In the 5D, you guys could be having that back and forth communication. But I do feel that things may be moving slowly right now or not moving at all. But this could be giving you an indication that things will be picking up sooner rather than later. All right, let's see what else for Gemini. We have the Death card. Some of you guys might be thinking of a Scorpio here. You could have Scorpio in your chart. So not surprising that we see this because the relationship did come to an end. That is a cycle that did end. But whenever we see the Death card, it's not a finite ending typically. There's room for change. It is a transformational card. I feel this could have been a blessing for both of you to work individually in your own lives on whatever you needed to focus on, especially your person. Maybe by the time you see this person again, if you were to entertain a reconciliation, they might even look different. Maybe they dress differently. I'm just feeling major change. You know, it's not going to be a small change that you're not going to notice. It's going to be quite significant. So yeah, in time, things have and continue to change, I feel. life will find a way to give you guys another chance, a new beginning, where one phase has ended, it makes way for a new cycle to come in. It's a new beginning. And how fitting is this that we have the Six of Swords? Both of these cards, the Death card and the Six of Swords, both representing some sort of transition that's happening. There is unfinished business between you and this person. And life will find a way to bring you guys back, to be able to pick up where you left off, because there's something here that needs to be addressed, that needs to be talked about, that needs to be experienced. We do have the Ace of Wands. That is followed by the Lovers card, which I love considering that is your card, Gemini. There's still room for growth here, guys. I don't feel it's a finite ending here for you and this person. There will be another opportunity that presents itself for you and this individual to revisit the partnership. To be able to find happiness. This could ultimately represent the outcome for you and this individual. A reconciliation, fulfillment, contentment, two people who love each other tremendously, that are able to, you know, rekindle the relationship in the 3D, certainly. Sorry for that glare. So I'm kind of feeling very positive energy as to the outcome of this particular reading. And it may not even appear to be that right now. You know, from what you can see with your own eyes in the 3D, there's no movement, no contact. You don't see this person, but there could be something that's moving around. You know, the universe is moving whatever mountains need to be moved, whatever obstacles are in the way for you guys to find your way back to each other. That is what I have. All right, guys, if you are interested in your own reading, that info is down below in the description box. I'll link all of the decks you see here down below as well. Thank you so much. I will catch you in the next one. Take care.